All right, everybody, welcome back to Junk Talk Sports. We have Mr. Danimal himself has
The
returned.
Dadimal, I love it.
The-
Good to be back. It's great to be back, actually.
everyone's favorite Angry Jets fan, and he is still as angry as ever with the New York Jets.
Oh, and I will be bringing some anger this evening.
Good. We love to see it. I'll be bringing a decent amount of anger for the Giants as well in Ray's place. I have to do it for two people.
And I will be bringing anger on behalf of Raider Nation and on behalf of Mr. Raymond Tremor, who cannot be here for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oof.
None of us can have nice things.
Oh,
It's really tough out here, man. It really is.
None of us can have any nice.
I'm pretty sure since all of us have been doing this podcast together, that our teams have been
the dysfunction.
with the Raiders being the exceptional, having some competitive games here and there, but
Well,
our teams have just been
the
an
20
absolute dumpster fire.
the 2023 Giants is the only exception.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I can just sum up. It's just been dysfunction in the Raiders camp. But I mean, I go back, I flash back to, dare I say, the Josh McDaniels days and that Halloween episode that we did.
Oh, Lord.
And the overnight text message that I woke up from Zack. They listened when they fired McDaniels when he was trick-or-treating with his kids.
I do remember that.
They listened. Like that right there was
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity since that Giants playoff win in Minnesota. Let me tell you, feels like a fucking eternity.
It really does. It feels like longer than 3 years.
Yeah, it's 2 years,
2 years, right?
which is even crazier. But
2 years and Danny Jones is lighting it up for another team now.
so typical, typical. Anyway, so we're gonna get rolling here. This is football season, so we talk football and football only. We'll talk about the Yankees when the playoffs start, and if the Mets can make the playoffs. The Mets should be a bigger story in my opinion, but when Big Brother is still the Yankees, they get talked about more. So listen, I thought the Mets were Big Brother, and the city talks about Big Brother. So how come they're not talking about the Mets having one of the biggest collapses in their franchise's history after signing the biggest free agent in sports history?
I,
You never know.
I don't believe it's going to happen, but if it does, it will be one of the biggest collapses. And it's crazy to even call it a collapse because they've been a bad team since June. But I mean, really, that they were 20 games over 500, and now they're 2 games over 500. I don't even know anymore.
Since
But
since,
yeah,
since June, only the Nationals and the Rockies have a worse record.
yeah.
And I said at the very beginning of the year for the Mets, I said, who's pitching for them?
Oh, yeah. This whole pitching lab thing, I mean,
And that comes, yeah.
that was a disaster. So,
Disaster. And the Mets are 78 and 73 as of this podcast recording, and they're currently losing 7-3 to the San Diego Padres.
oh my God, they were just winning that game.
Too bad. So sad.
Yeah, a 4-run fifth inning will do that to you for the Padres. So,
Like I said, who's pitching?
Yeah, that's a
Right.
big problem.
but again, I don't. It's always gonna. New York is the Yankees' city. It's always gonna be that way. I don't care how much money the Mets spend. It's That's the reason why the Mets spend, because they're not the Yankees and they try to be the Yankees and they aren't. So we can close that case, but we can open up the fact that the Yankees are limping into the playoffs. Right now, we're looking at a 3-game wild card series against Houston as it stands right now.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
I don't like anything. The
Our,
bullpen is
our
so
bullpen
bad.
might as well be the three of us throwing 70-mile-an-hour lollipops to people because
Yeah.
Weaver,
Oof.
either he's hurt or he just lost it. Devin Williams, I never want to see him touch rubber ever again.
Goodbye. Get out of here. Goodbye.
Everything else is just a juggling match. Bednar has been the lone bright spot, and even he has struggled a little bit. But yeah,
They're
I
not winning anything.
pray that at the end of the year, and I will go on record saying this, that they do a clean, wipe the slate clean, get this Windex out, and see you later, Boone. And Cashman, you can go too. It just blow it up. You keep Judge, and that's it. You keep Judge and Cole. How about that?
Well, and obviously Freed.
And Freed, yes. Everybody else,
See ya.
yeah.
Everybody's expendable.
Yeah. There's no other
Volpe won't be gone. He'll be gone.
All the talk has been about Volpe and the defense and all this stuff. No. Okay. What the Yankees are going to lose in the playoffs because of the bullpen. Period.
And that's
Stop.
supposed to be our strength.
Right. So that's it. I mean, you cannot have a 10-0 lead or whatever the hell that was last night in that game and almost lose 10-9.
No bueno. So, with that being said,
Aaron Judge is the MVP of the league.
They're not going to give it to him.
The stats say that he should be, but I agree.
I don't care. I don't care that
he should be a 4-time MVP, but they won't give it to him this year.
I don't care that the dumper has 56 home runs right now. Aaron Judge is still knocking on 50's door.
I think he has to hit over 50. If the season ends with Judge at like 51 and Raleigh at like 57, then they might give it to Judge. But they still might give it to Cal.
Judge missed time. He's hitting for average. He's crushing on every other slugging, OPS.
Oh, yeah.
WAR.
Oh, no, he's so much above and beyond the better player.
He's insane.
Yeah. His down year is an all-time year for every other player.
It's
insane.
If he doesn't get MVP, such bullshit.
I agree. He should be MVP.
Oh, well. So, week 2 was filled with more scoring, thank God. But all the scoring was done by players that is on no one's fantasy teams. Over 11 touchdowns from players who were started on less than 10% of fantasy teams. How about that stat? Anyway, Commanders-Packers was Thursday night in Green Bay, and the Packers did whatever they wanted. I think the Packers are the best team in the NFC right now. They are complete on offense, defense, and special teams. Micah Parsons might have been the final Infinity Stone.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Packers are the best team in the NFC easily right now.
And with hands down, out the window, it's unquestioned. If you say otherwise, you are smoking the Mexican dirtweed. It's not even a conversation. What they're doing on offense, one, Jordan Love is slinging the ball around the field like I've never seen before. When he doesn't have really a true number one wide receiver
Yeah,
It
because Golden's been terrible so far.
it reminds me of what Brady did on those early Patriots teams when he was throwing the ball to David Branch and Troy Brown. Like that's the vibes I'm getting from that receiving core. I mean, Dobbs is okay. Watson's out with the ACL. He'll be back at some point this year. Golden has not been good. Um,
Give him some time. Give him some time to
yeah,
develop. But yeah,
I'm not writing him off, but I'm just
yeah.
saying out the gate, rookie wide receivers usually are slow to come along.
Hmm.
Um, you're throwing to Jaden Reed, who blew out his collarbone. Dontavian Wicks. The best wide receiver on that team is Kraft, the tight end.
Yeah.
Like that's and Jordan Love is looking really good, but Josh Jacobs is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. He is the automatic touchdown. He is what CMC was 2 years ago. He's on 10 straight games in the regular season with the touchdown. So, again, open up your sports betting apps right now. Told you last week, put 25 on it. Take that money that you won last week, roll it on over, and smash that anytime TUD button on Josh Jacobs this week.
Yeah, I'm all in on the Packers as well. Jordan Love looks good. I do agree they don't have a true number one receiver. It's more they just have crazy depth at receiver. And it's only a matter of time, I think, until Golden starts coming along, and then they're going to have an insane amount of
Woo-wee!
weapons. And
Woo-wee!
yeah, and really, I mean, this was the supporting cast that Aaron Rodgers was crying about not having in his latter part of his career with Green Bay. And
Yeah.
man, does Jordan Love have it?
And you know what? And Zach, you said it. The last Infinity Stone was Micah Parsons on that defense. Who wants to go into Green Bay in December, in January, getting smashed by that defense? You
Yeah.
don't. No one. No, that's the extra. It's the what? The 12th man. That's Seattle. Well,
Yeah.
Seattle, you suck. The 12th man, the 13th man, the 14th man, the publicly traded franchise. That's what is waiting in Wisconsin.
The team run by a board of cow farmers.
Oh,
It works really well.
Yeah, they're literally never bad.
They always have a Hall of Fame quarterback on their team. It's amazing. It really is.
you hate to
Nice.
see it as another franchise in this podcast. You hate to see it.
Loath to observe. On the Commanders side, Jaden Daniels has been perfectly fine this year. Been playing well, but he got a knee sprain, so he might be out a little bit of time. Debo Samuel's been the consistent offensive weapon there. Scary Terry kind of not.
Who?
Listen. He may not be in shape.
Hey, take it easy.
Uh-oh.
He
No,
was he was
no
a hold in. He
scary-
was a hold in. Okay.
no,
He was
no,
on the bike every now and then. All right.
no scary Terry slander apparently down in Texas.
No, no. Hey, you know what? He was missed on a wide open throw in week one. That was a sure touchdown. Daniels missed him by like 5 yards.
Hey,
Can we Daniels second year slump a little bit? A little sophomore slump?
Maybe. I didn't think he was invincible like everybody else did. I just thought that
Listen,
Terry would have a good year.
always a little Riddler question mark over anything that is happening in Landover, Maryland.
Fair enough.
in other Commanders news, they are going to build a new stadium in Washington, D.C., ready to open in 2030.
Oh, 2030.
We'll have
Only 5 short years away.
when they will begin to uh, call them the Redskins again. Guarantee it. Just
yeah,
wait. It's
probably
going to happen.
more than likely.
Everyone, open up your sports betting apps, and if you can bet on that, put it down.
Put it down. It's going to happen.
Next, we had Giants Cowboys in Jerry World, and we were all going into this game with nothing but the Giants are going to get murdered, killed. This is what happens. They do not beat the Cowboys, and guess what? They still don't. Isn't that amazing? So, to recap this, the Giants scored 37 points against Dallas and Jerry World. Now, personally, I think Dallas defense is terrible.
I do too.
I think that defense is horrible. Without Micah Parsons and no Deron Bland and no linebackers at all, they can get torn up by anybody. So there's that. Russell Wilson's got some juice. He heard the slander from week one. Russell Wilson heard all the slander and had a career day at 37 years old. 450 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and that terrible pick in overtime. But that's just he was just gassed. It was a heat check.
He still has a little oil left to cook with.
Yeah, he's got a little bit left in the tank, and that was the best. That was the best offense that the Giants have had since Daboll became the coach. I mean, that's the high that they've ever scored under him. So, I mean, I can't say that that's not a bad thing. Malik Neighbors is a top 5 wide receiver in this league. He was superb in double coverage. He was catching touchdowns. That go-ahead touchdown, his eyes were covered, which should have been a flag, but they didn't call it. Wan'Dale Robinson had a great day. 2 touchdowns, 167 yards. Reminds Russell Wilson of a little mini Tyler Lockett, as he said today. That offensive line is putrid. It can be putrid. James Hudson amazingly has a roster spot today, as we're speaking.
He lost his mind. He literally lost his mind on the field.
4 straight penalties, and somehow the Giants still scored on that drive. 4 straight penalties. The 4th one being a clubbing blow to James Houston, and Daboll immediately benched him because you had to. And rookie 5th-round pick Marcus Bowe came in and didn't allow a single pressure. So maybe start him over James Hudson. Just maybe. Cam Scatterboo, look what happens when you give him more touches. Isn't that a beautiful thing? 11 snaps instead of 7 this week.
He's still slow.
4.1 yards a carry.
That's my problem with him, though. Is he is slow.
You know what?
No explosion from the boo.
He's slow, but he makes an impact every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, he better.
Hey, guess what?
With his 5.0 40-yard dash.
You know what he could do? He could pass block, though.
Yes, he can.
Pass protect. Unlike another running back that we'll get to later.
He should be the Giants' fullback.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was such a terrible, man. Dallas, it just
all right.
Someone take over. Someone else.
So my only takeaway on this, Brandon Aubrey is the greatest kicker on the planet.
Yeah.
That guy, everybody in Jerry World should have a number 17 jersey and flaunt it like it is a Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith. Like, that is the level of he should be in Dallas, because without him, that team is dog shit. To win the game, there was like 9 seconds left, and they ran that play, and they could have gotten the first down, extended it. They ran like 3 yards and just took a dive because they knew that from fucking 90 yards, he's kicking a field goal and it's going straight through the uprights to send that thing into overtime. And then in overtime, I was like, Here it is. Here it is.
The Cowboys could win a lot of close games this year because of this guy. I mean,
That,
think about it.
that is a secret. When
It
you are in field goal range,
yeah,
when you are at midfield,
right. If you get a touchback to the 35,
you need
you
20 more
need
yards.
20 yards when
20
you're in this guy's range, and it's automatic.
automatic.
He's making it. Like, there's no question that he's going to make the field goal. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
and accuracy and length is just like a missile, just dead center.
yeah, yeah.
I've
And
never seen anything like it. If you own Brandon Aubrey in fantasy football, it is like having a quarterback on on your roster. It's like an RB1, a wide receiver one. It was like some crazy thing that I read. He was like the QB4, wide receiver 6, running back 9, and tight end 1 this week. If you compared him to in every category, it's ridiculous.
especially in our league with the scoring that we have for kickers. But anyway, nobody cares about that. But I want to go in on the Giants because yes, this was a great performance by the offense, and the line did solidify when they went to the rookie. Um, it just it really is a huge letdown when you lose this game because you look at the schedule and now you have the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, and it just does not get easier. There are not many safe landing spots, and you just wonder they get to 1-7, is Brian Dable going to survive this again next year? The owner did say last year we need to win some games. The post-game press conference, he kind of sounded as down as I've ever heard him before. Kind of sounded like a funeral. Gotta wonder if he's starting to feel a lot of pressure. And
Temperatures up.
I'm not sure. Like Jackson Dart needs to be elite at this point, especially to overcome the Giants' shortcomings. The offensive line is putrid. We all know it. It's been that way. It hasn't been fixed. It did look a lot better against the Cowboys. I'll give you that. We'll see about the consistency. It's tough to trust it week in and week out.
This was a kill shot to the Giants because, like you said, Chiefs are not losing. They're 0-2. Sunday Night Football, they're not losing this game. Doesn't get any easier against the Chargers. You're losing that game.
Yeah.
You can stop the bleeding a little bit against the Saints, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then you're looking down the barrel of Eagles, Broncos, Eagles.
You could very easily be 1-7 right there. 1-7. And how does he survive finishing
He doesn't. He doesn't.
a season like that?
I talked about this last week.
I just don't know what Jackson Dart is going to be able to do for the owner not to completely lose his mind on this coach. I really don't know what is going to have to happen. I mean, he's going to have to be an elite quarterback right off the bat.
And win games.
It's going to have to be a complete change, a total 180.
Do you say, fuck it, you're going to get fired regardless? Hail Mary, Savior. Is Dart starting on Sunday?
Well, that's what's about to happen. No, maybe not this week, but what's about to happen is, yes, when the Giants go 0-3 and then 0-4, and then the media really starts barking, hey, this seems like another lost season. When are we going to see the rookie?
I mean, all right, 0-4 to start the year. Perfect opportunity to start Dart against the Saints.
Maybe. But I have heard from Jordan Renan, who's a Giants insider, their beat writer, that Dable and Kafka have had a plan for Jackson Dart written in a notebook since basically training camp started. And what he says is that they are really committed to that. So we'll see. We'll see how committed they are to that. We'll see if when he gets put in, they come out and try to say that that was the plan all along. We've had this plan since training camp. We'll see. I don't think they paid Russell Wilson the amount of money that they did to just put Jackson Dart in week 7. So
Yeah, but did they know they were getting Jackson Dart to begin with? So Dart kind of just fell at them, I feel like.
I feel like no matter what, they were going to go with the quarterback somewhere in that first round.
Yeah, they were going to figure out a way to get one of them, but Dart just ended up being the guy. What's really been lost in all this is how does Shane Bowen have a job? Because
Oh, it's insane.
if Shane Bowen was any other defensive coordinator, the Giants are 1-1, and now we have some optimism going into Sunday Night Football. Like, how do you not know that they have this kicker? Like, and then just play soft prevent 3 zone defense and dink, 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 up, field goal, 20 seconds.
It was literally the softest zone prevent bullshit defense I've ever seen. It's like we would make fun of it in the OG days when teams would play prevent. This was
Dude, do you not
extreme
remember
compared to that.
it was, what was it, 49ers Giants, the prevent defense game?
Yeah,
And they muffed the hold? Like,
yeah, I
you
do
just
remember that.
defense, prevent defense loses championships.
Yep, they lose games, and this defensive corner just doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he's coaching scared.
Yeah,
He's
he's coaching
clearly
scared.
coaching scared.
How is Abdul Carter, Kayvon, Dexter Lawrence, and Brian Burns not on the defensive line at all times? They have 15% snap share together.
I understand the rotation, but somebody he needs to really explain to me how he's using Carter the way that he is and why he thinks it's going to be effective that way. I
Yeah.
don't think that that's the way that he should be used.
Oh, as a linebacker spy.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the middle of the defense.
Yeah, he's only a generational pass rusher. Pass
I
rusher.
mean, what are we doing here? Why are we taking a guy who was a clear fit as the top edge rusher on the team and playing him out of position? So yeah, good point. The defensive coordinator should have been fired already.
Yeah, I'm amazed he has a job. If I was the owner, I would have fired him because at least Daboll did his job on Sunday. So I don't, I don't know. I don't know how this team's going to go moving forward. I'm just glad that maybe they'll keep things competitive if the offense could stay this way. But we'll see. Next was Seahawks Steelers in Pittsburgh. Seahawks got the win, and the Steelers defense is kind of bad. They look old, they look slow, and I don't really know if many Steelers fans have confidence in that defense right now. And Rodgers didn't look all that great. So, can he really do what he did week 1 the whole year? He's 41. So it was a big win for the Seattle Seahawks, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was a statement win for them. We'll see. We'll have to monitor the Steelers going forward. I wanted to call them a for real team, but now you do have to wonder if they're going to make it to the end of the year. Do they have that durability on their team to survive the whole 17 game stretch? I don't know. We'll see. To be determined.
Yeah, I mean, I think a tale of two quarterbacks from week 1 to week 2. Uh, Rodgers not playing with that chip on his shoulder against the Jets. Looks very back down to earth. And yeah, that defense supposed to be going into the year a top 5 defensive unit. Not looking like that right now. So But I mean, again, this has always kind of been. I mean, defense was really good last year, but always it's the Steelers, and we're going 500. That's the end game in Pittsburgh. It feels like every year. So the the offense is meh. It's not. It's not. It's not anything great. It's not terrible, but it's just meh. They're
I do think they have a chance to unlock the offense a little bit more by using Jalen Warren in the passing game more, like they did last week, but even more than they did last week. So keep an eye on that too.
Yeah, and I mean on the flip side, Seahawks looked like a team possessed this week. Ken Walker is hurting people. That's a team that I was leaning towards going into this year that Charbonnet was going to wind up being the guy. Um, I mean, Ken Walker, you're almost guaranteed that he's going to miss time at some point, which could open that door. But he looked really good on Sunday.
He's good when he's healthy. I mean, he's a really strong runner when he's healthy.
8.1 yards he averaged on
Damn.
Sunday. So that was as opposed to Charbonnet averaged zero point 0.7 yards on Sunday. So
Yeesh.
he took his 13 carries and he was ripping them off.
Yeah. So was a pretty big game for Seattle. Next was Rams Titans. Rams just kind of took care of business. Titans are not a good team. Cam Ward had a pretty good game. He had a ridiculous touchdown throw, like rolling to his right, off the back foot in the left corner of the end zone. It was a beautiful throw. So he looks pretty decent, but the Titans are there's just nothing there.
Yeah, they're just not a good team right now. And as long as Matt Stafford is healthy, the Rams are going to be fine.
Stafford's
That dude is
career.
healthy with a broken back.
Yeah, he like we said last week, he is the last of a dying breed when it comes to quarterbacks. He just represents everything there is about that old school, hard nosed, just gutted out quarterback. Um, I hated every second of Devontae Adams scoring a touchdown. He scored a touchdown. He flexed his arms, and right there, right there. That I I really there's few players that I just cannot stand, and he is number one on.
He's one of them.
Oh yeah, number
He
one.
really has no shame in talking shit about
No,
former teams.
number one in my heart, right there, is Devontae Adams. Cam Ward, second game, much better than the first. Again, Tennessee, you don't got much. You got the wide receiver graveyard for Calvin Ridley. The rookie that caught that touchdown pass, Elikai Yamanar or whatever. He's a rookie. I think he's going to wind up being like a Puka Nakua out of this draft class, where you don't know much about him, and then he's going to come on. He's the one to watch, I think, in Tennessee. Tony Pollard's getting bulk carries, but that's also Tyjae Spears is out for the first at least 4 weeks. So, I mean, I feel like when Spears comes back, that's going to help out Ward a lot too, because he caught a lot of balls last year out of the backfield.
They really need Okonkwo to be better too. He just hasn't been good.
Is mediocre.
Yeah.
Next was Bills Jets. The Jets were not good. Justin Fields had a quarterback rating of 1.1 and got a concussion, and he will be out for week 3. The Bills ran all over the place. Josh Allen did not have a good time throwing the ball, which he has historically had against the Jets. He does not throw the ball well against the Jets. But him and James Cook just ran anywhere and everywhere they wanted. And it was over quickly. And the Bills looked poised to make a big run in the AFC. The Jets are very much in, year one of a rebuild with Aaron Glenn. But with that being said, we'll let Dan take over here.
Real quick on the Bills. They're the real deal. Josh Allen is the MVP, most likely again. And we'll see. I mean, they could easily be in the Super Bowl, but good for them and their fans. Now, the same old Jets that I've been watching for the last 13 years appeared again before my very eyes.
Oh no.
And this head coach, who has not done shit in the NFL and has not won any games as a head coach yet, wants to have this tough guy mentality and act with the media like he's Bill Parcells. Well, guess what? You're not Bill Parcells. You're not even close to Bill Parcells. The fact that they put up such an uncompetitive game, and really it's actually hard to believe this, but even for them, it was one of the worst performances that they've ever had on offense in the team's history. So all that goodwill that Jet fans may have been feeling after week one, even in a loss, all of that is now out the window. We are all back to we don't believe in this team until further notice. And I really wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Glenn just isn't even the guy. Um, that's very possible. He is a first-time head coach.
Damn.
Do I like Tanner Engstrand? I kind of like Tanner Engstrand. I think there's potential there. I don't know if it'll come to fruition with the Jets because we don't have a quarterback. But look out for him in the future. He might end up somewhere and actually, have some pieces to get some things done. But yeah, it's just a completely gutless, effortless, just it looked like the team already gave up. It looked like, nope, pack it in. Season's already over. We'll see. We'll see who's going to be on the team next year. So I'm already calling it. That's it. Just nail in the coffin. Season's done. Season's over. This coach is going to be going into next year with a lot of people already questioning things about him. Unless they turn it around towards the end of the year and at least start to play competitive football on a consistent basis, keep the score close, maybe rattle off some wins here and there. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of noise, and he could be out before you know it. So you never know. And just be prepared for anything because it is the Jets, isn't it? So that's all I got.
Damn.
Moment of silence for the Jets season. Moments passed. Strong words from a strong man. Dan, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But I feel you. I feel you. I'm just saying that they're probably lucky that they broke Josh Allen's nose as quick as they did, because if he was actually playing like he was trying to play, they could have probably put a 70 spot up on
easily
on that team, because when he ran off the field, he knew immediately that he fucked his nose up. And then when he came back in, it was on autopilot from the rest of the way.
We were all saying the same thing. That's a great point. They could have easily The score could have been 60-10.
Yeah, they were
And
dog
if
walk.
Michael Clemens is still on this team, how? Somebody tell me how. Michael Clemens has more personal fouls than he does sacks. How is he still on the team? So he wants to play this tough guy act. They cut Xavier Gibson last week on Friday. I think the weekend, just before going into the weekend. Is Michael Clemens going to get cut too? I mean, what is he going to cut somebody every week until
You
we're
fumble
down to
the
nothing?
ball. That's it. You're done off my team.
I mean, Parcells did cut people, but I mean, he benched them first. I mean, you might want to think about it's only week one. We do have to get through the entire season with a roster.
Yeah, I agree with you. The
Oh,
guy
God.
approach only really works when you're a proven coach. Like Belichick got away with stuff like that. Like that's not a rookie. Like that again. All right, go to another rookie coach that we'll get to, Ben Johnson. It's kind of the same thing that he came in with this shit don't stink attitude.
Yep. You haven't done shit as a head coach in the NFL. And he's going to be on notice sooner than you know it too. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen.
He
I'm telling you.
stinks. So it was a rough day at MetLife Stadium, to say the least. Next was Patriots Dolphins in an AFC and the other AFC East matchup. Um, the Dolphins are they're a football team. They're a football team, all right. Drake May looking pretty good. Love me some Drake May. There's just no weapons at all in Patriot land. Stephon Diggs, old, terrible, knees
Not it.
terrible. Just not it. Ramondre Stevenson still showing the world that he's still running back in that backfield, shutting up the Trayvon Henderson talk a little bit, just a little bit.
He's a better
Henderson
receiver. He's a better receiver than Henderson. He's better in passing.
Yeah,
Henderson needs more touches though. If you're gonna unlock him, you need more touches.
They need the lead. And it's tough with no weapons.
They're not gonna have the lead. They're always gonna be scrapping on that team all year.
I think because of that, Ramondre is going to eat all year.
yeah. And the Dolphins are just a mess. Tua is a mess. Tyreek Hill had a decent game, but he's a mess too. Jalen Waddle's hurt again. That team, I mean, Mike McDaniel will be gone by the end of the year.
He actually might not make it to the Jet game, which is week 4. They're actually talking because if you're going to fire a coach mid-season, you want to do it in a long week. The Dolphins play Thursday. They play tomorrow. It's already wait. Is today Tuesday? No, today's Wednesday.
Wednesday they play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow. So if they put up a stinker, don't be surprised if he gets fired. If he's fired Friday,
They're playing against Buffalo, so
that ain't even gonna be a game.
could if New England did that to them,
Yeesh.
probably.
Here comes a 60 spot.
Don't be surprised if they fire him. It could easily. I mean, Stephen Ross is a maniac himself, so just don't be surprised.
Nothing surprises me anymore in this league, Dan.
With the crazy owners, anything is on the table.
Anything. And another moment of silence. Miami Dolphins. Michael Tellup, you're probably not listening, but
He's sick of us.
Week 2, he's already sick of us.
It's over. It's over, bud. Just enjoy the sunshine every time you get out to a Dolphins game down there this year. Just enjoy the sunshine.
I mean, they kept it close. I mean, the fact that it was only a 6-point game.
That last quarter was wildness.
Yeah.
It was boom, It was ping pong, back and forth, and watching Vrabel running down the sideline trying to keep up with that guy, trying to keep up with Gibson.
I actually wrote in my notes right after that game, I was like, are the Dolphins a real team? Can they compete? And, can this coach get them to stay together at all? And
That's the no. I don't think he can. Can
probably not.
he compete? Yes, but I, like you said, I very well he could not. He might not be coaching week 4.
Very real possibility. Next was Jaguars Bengals. The Bengals pulled out the win, but not without losing Joe Burrow once again to a very long injury, grade 3 turf toe, needs surgery, will be out until December. Jake Browning manning the helm. I mean, maybe they'll win some games, maybe. The Jaguars are really terrible still. Trevor Lawrence is a bust, in my opinion.
Terrible, terrible. He
Oh,
is.
God.
How about this? Right now on this podcast, right now, Daniel Jones is the better quarterback.
We've been saying it.
Well, I haven't, and now I am.
Yeah, I've been saying it.
We have literally been saying it for the last 3 years. I've been saying it ever since Lawrence was a prospect coming out in the draft. I saw it. I never understood where people were seeing that he was this Messiah-like quarterback prospect. I didn't see it at Clemson. Show me. Show me where that happened. I never saw it. So, what, against bad competition, he dominated them? Okay, great. That doesn't mean anything to me in college football. Nothing. We know what that is, right? I mean, Arch Manning played like crap, and Texas still beat UTEP. Well, what was it, 40-10? It doesn't mean anything.
It
So,
does. It does. All right, you're factual, 100% factual. Yeah, the Jag. Listen, if Trevor Lawrence can't find Brian Thomas Jr., I mean, I know he had some bad drops, but if you can't find him, you got a problem.
yeah, I don't know if it's the overall offensive line also isn't good there. I mean, I don't know when you want to start questioning the coaching staff. I mean, I've done that already. They paid the quarterback a lot of money, so whoever's coaching there, they're going to have to deal with him. They're going to have to figure out a way to make it work. They have to take a quarterback who they're paying to be a superstar and turn him into a game manager. That's the only way it's going to work. They need to run the ball and they need to play really good in the other two phases of the game, and that's how they could win.
Yeah, because it's not like he doesn't have people to throw the ball to in Jacksonville, like Pete stated. You got Brian Thomas Jr., the Travis Etienne, still a good receiving back. He may not be a great rusher, but he still can catch the ball. Brenton Strange isn't really a bad tight end.
And you know what? Travis Hunter, I'm going to put some respect on that man's name. Playing well as a rookie on both sides.
That was a much better performance than week 1.
Yeah.
Much better.
Like, if he can build on that, that's
the problem the Jaguars have is he needs to do that almost for them to justify picking it. And it's really sad that that's the case because he's a good player on either side, really, even if he only played one position. So,
yeah.
But it feels like they have to justify where they picked him, by having him do that, making sure that he's productive on both sides of the ball all year.
But I mean, if you're going to get flashes like that, I'll take that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's great.
So Raymond is in mourning. Moment of silence for mourning.
Moments passed.
Moments passed. The Bengals, his coveted Joey B is down once again.
So yeah,
Joe Burrow has suffered 207 sacks through his career so far. For comparison, Andrew Luck, who retired early because of sacks and poor O-line play in Indy, through this point in his career, he had been sacked 167 times. So Joe Burrow is very quickly
Getting
having his
kicked.
body getting really, really, really beat up and might be degrading in front of our eyes.
I the writing was on the wall that preseason game that he started, and he was running around like it was Pop Warner football, Pee Wee leagues, and no one blocks anybody, and you're just fighting for your life out there. That
You guys gave me such a hard time about my quarterback ranking and where I had Burrow compared to what I had. Right? Is it really that crazy?
are,
He cannot do Josh Allen like things
no,
to
no,
compensate for what the fucking Bengals are, which is a terrible football team. That's what they are.
Yeah,
I
they're really bad.
You
Even
know,
with that.
you have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. How could you have all these riches and be a team? They manage it. And the fact that it's the shit that, with Henderson, I mean, that lasted well into almost the season when it began. So
it's
they're
just a poorly run.
they always have been. They were selling TVs out of their stadium. That's how freaking cheap they are. They're a
A
dumpster fire organization.
a poorly run franchise. Remember Carson Palmer in Cincinnati? They
Oh
ran
yeah,
him out of town. Like everyone winds up leaving Cincinnati, and this is it.
yeah.
Joe
Carson Palmer.
Burrow does not finish his career in Cincinnati. Book it right now on this date, on this podcast. He does not finish his career in Cincinnati. Um,
Put a futures bet on it if possible.
hammer that bet down while you're at it. I would like to read a quick statement from Mr. Raymond, who could not be on the podcast. He shared a few words with us. Briefly, Joe Burrow will go down as the most disrespected, injured, and could have been in history. Uh, and I feel that
Wrong.
he's not wrong. He's
Not
not
wrong.
wrong. His highest rated offensive line was ranked 28th in his career. That year, they went to a Super Bowl.
That's insane. That's really insane.
Raymond goes on to say he should never play in Tiger stripes ever again. Fire Zack Taylor. Burrow should demand a trade. And I hope some organization pays the price for him. Ray continues on.
Whoever trades for him wins.
So when Burrow is not a Cincinnati Bengal anymore, they're just going to go right back to what they were. They're going to revert instantly back into what they were, regardless of what players are on their team again. And they're going to be a dumpster fire just like they always have been.
They are going to lose that city.
Yep.
And if Burrow
He's gone.
goes,
Goodbye.
that might as well cancel football in that city.
How could he stay there? How could he, seriously, how could he stay there?
How can it? After last year, he should have demanded the trade out.
They were talking about it. There was some smoke about it. They were
After
really
last
going
year,
in on
because
that.
that defense cost him an MVP last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
That defense cost him, that coach cost him an MVP last year.
Yeah,
If I was Burrow, I would have said, hey, Jamar, hold off on that extension, bro. I'm pushing myself out of here, and I want you to come with me.
Well, I hope Jamar and T. Higgins both got no trade clauses. I don't remember if they did or not. So that way they could kind of control where they get traded.
The domino. Burrow goes, Jamar's going.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you might as well blow it all up.
yeah,
Oh, nuke it.
yeah. It's like the Rodgers with Adams with the J. One was gone, the other was gone. You knew that was happening.
I I mean, I will say though, hey Tom, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
It makes a
Gino and
lot
a
of
pick.
sense.
Gino and a couple picks.
It does make sense for the Raiders long term. Make the trade now. Swallow the pill this year.
Yeah, and you know what? There it is. There's your quarterback of the future. Bowers is in place. Extend Myers at that point because with
Two
him
tight
and
ends.
boom, hopefully Genti works out. Go get an offensive line.
He's good. The offensive line is pitiful, Pete.
Terrible. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
So just awful in Cincinnati lands. The Tiger Stripes is just no good. Next was 49ers versus Saints. I thought the Saints would win this game at home, against a 49ers team with nothing but backups. And they couldn't even do that right. So Mac Jones had a great day.
Sleeper pick of the week. I called it right there, baby.
CMC had a good day. All the backups for 49ers had a good day. The Saints are just awful. They may not win a game. They're staring at a top 3 draft pick. Move on.
I comfortably took the 49ers in my suicide pool last week. Comfortably did that. With the other pick, we took the Cowboys, and that almost ended up being a disaster. Uh, yeah, basically second, exactly what you were saying, Zach. And I don't really have much.
Christian McCaffrey is back, baby.
Yeah, he looks healthy.
It looks good. Good. Mac Jones,
the coaching, man, it's the coaching. That's why I felt good about it. I was like, Mac Jones is that quarterback. Is Kyle Shanahan the coach? Oh, okay, yeah, he's the coach. So I'm picking the 49ers this week against a terrible team that should not beat them.
Yeah.
Next was Browns Ravens. This was probably the most boring 40-point game the Ravens has ever put up. The Browns didn't even try. Lamar casually just threw 4 touchdown passes. Derrick Henry only had 27 rushing yards. It was just.
Cleveland has his number. They can just. But that shows the versatility of Baltimore, of Lamar, in a game where Henry gets stifled. And Lamar was like, hold on. I can play quarterback and I can throw the ball. And
he's a quarterback.
Put it anywhere he wanted.
Do you know what the Ravens remind me of? This is going to be probably kind of a laughable comparison, but they remind me of the Yankees because they're bullies in the sense that they could really push people around, score a lot of points on them. The second a real team shows up and fights back and makes it a close game, they usually collapse. And that's not a good characteristic to have if you're a team that's aspiring to win a Super Bowl. So keep an eye on that throughout the year. Whatever teams challenge the Ravens, if they keep it close at the end, count how many of those the Ravens end up winning.
I like that comparison. It's like when they're going up against another schoolyard bully who punches them back. It's like, all right. I don't
Maybe I'm not that tough,
I
might be a little tough.
I don't want trouble.
Next is Bears Lions. Oh, goodness. Ben Johnson's return to Detroit. And boy,
This was
did he get a
beautiful.
message. Boy, did he get a message. Lions drop a 50-piece. Jared Goff drops 5 touchdowns. Oh, Ben Johnson, you ain't in Detroit anymore. You're in Chicago, and you
No
have,
Ben Johnson, no problem.
yeah. I mean, the Bears look awful. They look incomplete. Caleb Williams is a bust, and that defense is very overrated.
Yeah,
So,
Caleb Williams went back to painting his fingernails, so I'm sure that's going over really well in the locker room with a bunch of grown alpha, dogs.
No.
And
Oh,
yeah, I mean, Ben Johnson called out the team for being soft at practice today. Things are not good there, and that it just seems like it's only a matter of time there too. I don't know why. It just
tick,
does.
tick, tick,
Tick tock, tick
tick.
tock.
remember during the week one preview when I said, right away if your team is good or bad?
The
Yep.
Bears are a bad team.
Bears,
Because,
Bears are bad.
yeah, because there's just the NFL is unlike any other sport. There's no fixing it in one year. It's not a
Nope.
week to week thing. If you're bad, you're bad.
Yep.
And
It's
that's
not
just,
baseball.
yeah, it isn't baseball. It's not basketball. It's not a series where there's 82 games or 164 games, 162 games, or even in hockey, 82 games. You only have 17 games. There's not enough time. There's not enough games. There's not enough reps. If you're bad, you're bad. And the Bears are bad. And I think he's a bad coach. And he's getting a reality check. And he's like, oh, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah. Maybe this isn't going to be automatic.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell had his boys gassed up. I that team looked electric. Electric is the only way to put that. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a top 3 wide receiver in this league. Jahmyr Gibbs is a top 3 running back in this league. Jared Goff is a top 3 quarterback in this
Yeah.
league.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, much respect because he is dominating when he gets
Yeah.
a running game. He really does.
He's probably the best play action quarterback in the league.
Hmm.
There's nothing that he couldn't do on Sunday. And I know week one we talked about that offense looked pretty stagnant. Was it the genius of Ben Johnson? But they were like,
No, it was just they were playing the Packers.
yeah.
Yeah, the Packers are for real.
So you know what? Shout out to the Packers for shutting down that team.
I think that's the type of team that the Lions are going to struggle again. If they have to play like the Ravens,
Look,
is a really physical team that could battle them at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. That's not a good matchup for them.
I mean, it was week one. I'm curious to see that second matchup later on in the year, what kind of adjustments are made, because that's going to be whenever they play again, matchup of the week, book it right now, because that's going to be a banger. And wouldn't be surprised if we get that matchup a third time in the playoffs. But man, Detroit is, thank goodness for my emotional support team, because
I don't even have one.
listen, that Honolulu Blue, as they were saying on the Red Zone,
Oh my God. That was funny.
Honolulu Blue, it looks is a good shade on just about everybody looking for an emotional support team. Yeah, Bears are cooked. Caleb is not a quarterback in this league. Roma Dune's looking decent.
Yeah.
Second year, getting the reps under his belt, but Other than that,
Caleb's got an arm, it's not that he can't throw the ball. He really can. But
it's
No, he
not.
he's
has he
just,
has a
He's
great
not a
arm.
leader.
yeah. Yep.
That's what it comes down to. He's not mature enough, and he's not a leader.
Yep.
And I don't think he's capable of making the adjustments either, because you saw that in week one, he had a good quarter to start the game and then fell apart.
Yep.
Yeah. No bueno. Next was Broncos Colts. This was a really close game. Broncos played a lot better, I thought, week two as compared to week one. Um, listen, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. The league gifted the Colts that win. That was a complete nonsense leverage penalty. I saw some stat that they've only called 11 leverage penalties in the last like 10 seasons. Like it's just something that's just not called. And I got a feel for Broncos fans a little bit. Colts got the win in kind of a fugazi fashion, but the two
Feel
players.
nothing for Broncos fans.
But Jonathan Taylor's having a really good season so far, and Daniel Jones having a really good season.
Yeah, Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor are going to compete all year for comeback player of the year, it seems like.
Jonathan Taylor is a no,
A dog.
no. Dog's got to.
He is healthy.
I'm pretty sure he had like 165 yards on the ground.
It's a good fit. It's a good fit with Daniel Jones. That coaching staff, that offensive line is good. The defense is competitive. I mean, it has a chance to
Warren,
be a strong team, actually.
Warren is a no.
Oh, yeah, he's a real player at tight end. He is the whole package at tight end.
I cannot believe the Bears took Colston Loveland over that guy.
Oh man, what a terrible. I never as soon as I saw that I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I thought this guy was supposed to be a genius.
Uh, hate to see it.
It's just a classic case of overthinking.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, the Colts look good. They look fun. And as a Giants fan, I continue to question my fanship every day, all day. Next is Panthers Cardinals. Talking about another quarterback who's just not a quarterback in this league, and that is Bryce Young. The Panthers are terrible. There's just nothing there. I mean, I really like their wide receiver McMillan. I think
Yeah.
he's a stud. I think he is a dog. Um,
Tech is a no.
but
No.
other than that, the Panthers can get blown up. I mean, Bryce
Oh,
Young's just not a
oh,
quarterback.
also, come on now. Let's not forget about the slot machine, baby. Hunter Renfro back in the league. Target monster, route monster, two tutties. Come on, put the respect on the man's name.
No,
Machine.
the slot machine sent me to the International Space Station.
It's nice to see him back on a team.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's not bagging groceries anymore. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's
He
how
was
terrible the
he
Panthers.
was selling solar panels, all right, and he was ill.
Can he throw a football is the next question.
Can he throw it to
Played,
himself?
he played a little quarterback in high school, actually.
It's like what Ray said last week. It's like, is there a bigger lose-lose trade than that Panthers Bears trade? I
That didn't
mean,
work out for anyone.
didn't work out for anybody because they're just terrible.
You really hate to see such things.
I loathe to observe. Next, this is nothing to talk about. Next, Eagles Chiefs, and the Chiefs dropped to 0-2. The Eagles just ran the ball. The Saquon, Jalen Hurts tush push, AJ Brown, whole lot of nothing again. Devontae Smith saw a little bit of action. Um, the tush push is getting banned. Like it's 100% getting banned. Even our friendly neighborhood Eagles fan texted, I think it was yesterday. He's like, "Yeah, they're banning it," because when you have the announcers going, "Yeah, I'm tired of this play," because it's not a football play. All six offensive linemen are offsides. They false start. It's just they can't even ref it right, and it's just it further, in my opinion, delegitimizes Jalen Hurts as a rushing quarterback with all those rushing stats.
No way. Stop it.
All right, it's
He is
Not.
terrible.
no.
He is
All right,
awful.
that is
He's
an
awful.
incorrect take,
He has
right?
one completed pass over 25 yards through 2 weeks. He's a
Yeah, all right.
fullback throwing the
I
football.
never said he's a good quarterback. A quarterback.
Yeah, all
You
his
guys are
rushing,
out of your mind.
dude, he's
He's winning
terrible.
games.
All
That's
right,
all that
yeah, he's
matters.
winning games. He's not throwing. Talk to AJ Brown. Let's have a conversation with
He's not
AJ
the
Brown.
reason
It,
why
it
they're winning
doesn't
games.
matter what AJ Brown feels. Are the Eagles winning games?
Yeah, absolutely. But he's not a quarterback.
Oh God,
He's
Pete.
a fucking fullback.
He's not a
He's a
quarterback.
Super Bowl MVP, and he would have won Super Bowl MVP twice had
Because
they
his
not gotten
offensive
screwed on a
line,
pass interference call the first game.
because his offensive line wears him like a sock puppet and shoves their hand up his ass and over the goal line.
They don't score every touchdown on the tush push.
Okay,
I
no,
know it. I know it seems like
Barkley.
it.
They handed to Saquon Barkley.
Dude, he ran wild last year, and he's gonna run wild again this year if he can
No,
stay
and that's
healthy.
why I'm saying Jalen Hurts is not throwing the damn ball. He's
He
not a
doesn't
quarterback.
need to. He doesn't need to. You know what? When they ask him to do it in the Super Bowl, and he throws for 450 yards, is he still a full?
He's still a fullback.
So I don't think so. I think he is a top quarterback in the National Football League. He's a winner. He's a leader. He has got everything that you want your quarterback to have in the position right now in modern football. You cannot tell me otherwise. He's
Except
got
the
a
arm.
good enough arm to make every throw. He's accurate enough. I mean, even with all the weapons, I get it, but you cannot dismiss what he has done at quarterback. That is crazy. Just look at the production, man. You can't deny that.
You're right. We can't deny the production, but his numbers don't reflect that production. He's not the reason why the Eagles win games. It's just that simple.
Well, no, there are very few players in the NFL like Josh Allen.
Well,
Okay,
that's who he's being compared to. That's my problem.
nobody is Josh Allen. Nobody asks their quarterback to do what the Bills ask Josh Allen to do on a weekly basis. We've been saying this for how long now? It's
Josh Allen has to play
terrible.
fucking hero ball every single week.
Every week.
Ride or dies.
I have a massive problem with all these people comparing this guy to Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Like he does not belong in that conversation.
I'm sorry, but he does, and he's been better than Joe Burrow, and he's been better, especially in the big game, than Lamar Jackson. I'm sorry, he does belong in the conversation. I don't know if that's a bias just because Giants fans don't like him and don't like Sirianni. I don't like Sirianni. I don't necessarily love that team, but you can't deny him as a coach. I just don't see how you can do that. I mean, it's been proven now. I mean, we don't just dismiss Super Bowl MVP winning quarterbacks. I mean, just like I would never dismiss Eli Manning.
Eli Manning was way better than Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. It's not even actually
As
comparable.
a passer, yes.
Yeah, it's actually not comparable.
As a passer to this point, yes. But
Jalen Hurts hasn't thrown for more than 3,500 yards yet.
he doesn't need to on that team. I guarantee you he could.
I guarantee you he couldn't. If he was on the Titans, he couldn't do it. You take Jalen Hurts off of the Eagles, he does not have nearly the same production. He just
Facts,
doesn't.
facts, and that is
Oh,
like,
sure.
but that is all. All right, this is like the conversation that we had about Purdy last year. You take him out of San Francisco.
He's a system quarterback, and he's in the perfect system to highlight his strengths and hides his weaknesses. That's why everyone loves Jalen Hurts. If he was on any other team, he'd be a bum.
Well, every other quarterback except Josh Allen has weaknesses. I mean, that's just the way it works. So, yeah, I mean, coaches are always going to try to mask whatever weaknesses those are.
I don't know. I think this will be there'll be a
You're
Jalen Hurts discourse for my whole life.
you are absolutely correct on that, Dan. Of course, that's always the goal of any team is to accentuate the positives of the player that you have and kind of fugaze the rest of
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying we're not in a league where we have Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in the league anymore. I mean, we just don't have those level of passers and
those
efficient
were the
quarterbacks.
days. We had it so.
So,
Listen,
yeah.
I had Jalen Hurts, what, 9? No, 14.
I think
I
I
had
had
him at 14 on my quarterbacks list. So I'm not saying he's, number 32 and he
No,
can't.
I get it. I know you're not saying he's a bum. I get you're just saying you don't think that he's a great in that
I don't think
upper
he
echelon.
belongs. Yeah, I don't think he belongs in the top 5. And a lot of people agree with that. So
I think I had him at 5. I think I had him in the top 5 just because of all those things you said, Dan. But I just this season more like it's a glaring thing that he hasn't gotten it done with his arm is the only point I'm getting at.
Listen, with all this being said, all right, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt on Hurts. Okay, let's say he's a mediocre quarterback on a great team, and that's why he's able to have all this success. Okay, well then let's talk about the Eagles and the fact that the only team that I think can challenge them is probably the Packers in the NFC.
Well, yeah, because they're an incredible team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
no argument on that.
Yeah, there's no arguing that.
yeah, so I'm just saying, like, just moving on past the Jalen Hurts conversation, the Eagles are still a contender. And here's my bold statement. The Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs.
I don't think so.
I
I think this is
really,
this is the worst Chiefs team we've seen.
I think it is. I think the offensive line is I think it hurt when they moved Tooney. I think they miss him. It's not the same. They don't have the weapons, especially with Rice out. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be a good enough offense
No.
this year again.
Yeah, all they have is Marquise Good, Hollywood Brown,
Yeah,
and
and
a
now
37-year-old Travis Kelce.
this was fine when the division was weak without Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll. But now we're talking about a division with, some players here. So you're not just going to skate through the whole season thinking that you're going to play mediocre football and win games.
Every coach that's in the AFC West is a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, easily. So it's not going to be that way for Kansas City this year. It's not going to be a repeat of what we've seen the last couple of years where they start slow and then somehow put it together. I really don't believe that's going to happen this year.
All right, so going into the Super Bowl, they were exploited because their biggest weakness was what? Their offensive line, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. 100%. That was the reason.
Didn't get any better.
No, it's the same.
They're without Rashid Rice, that offense is toast. Travis Kelce looks a lot better than he did last year. He looks motivated, actually.
He does. He does.
However, Isaiah Pacheco, for whatever reason, coming off of that leg injury,
Not
he
the same.
not the same. He used to run like he was angry at the ground. Like he was a ground pounder, and he does not run with the same explosiveness. And for that reason, Andy Reid knows that because Kareem Hunt plays more snaps than Pacheco does. And there's no reason on this planet that at this point in his career, Kareem Hunt should be outplaying Isaiah Pacheco.
No, you're 100% right.
Yeah,
With Worthy going down with the shoulder injury, maybe he comes back this week. Hollywood Brown being your number one wide receiver,
he's not 100% though. Worthy's going to be playing hurt all year.
it's a liability though.
Yeah,
Hollywood Brown is your number one wide receiver, liability.
Oh,
horrible.
yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster is making TikToks like he's the TikTok king. It's just
And they have a good defense still, but the defense gets tired by the third quarter.
Yeah.
because they're out on the field.
Yeah.
Right. And they're not going to have as many leads this year. It's not going to be what it was in years past. They're going to have tougher competition.
And last year, they were the benefactor of a lot of luck. There were a lot of endings to games where people stoinked field goals off of crossbars, things were blocked. Like, it was.
Yeah. The Jets actually should have beat them last year. There was a terrible call at the end of that game early on in the season.
You could probably have counted at least 5 games that they won because of circumstance last
Yeah, easily.
So maybe they don't get those calls or those breaks this year. They're looking down the barrel 0-2 right now. They're playing the Giants Sunday Night Football. This should be the get right win. Imagine New York shocks them and wins.
Oh, then we're really in emergency mode.
Yeah. We're not there yet, but I've things to say about that game, but we're not there yet.
But yeah, I mean, Kansas City, does not make the playoffs.
Agreed. Next was Falcons Vikings. And JJ McCarthy did not have himself a good day at the office. The Falcons had a really good game. Michael Penix Jr. looks good. Falcons look good. They look like a strong, complete team. Defense is the strength. Bijan's a dog. Drake London's a dog. Um, Falcons are going to be a tough out for anybody playing them this year. But JJ McCarthy got hurt. High ankle sprain. And he was pretty horrible this game. You know, he had a really good week 1, week 2, just really not good. Take some time to sit, maybe heal. He's under a lot of pressure. The Vikings are under a lot of pressure because they passed on a lot of quarterback options to say that this kid is the guy. So,
yeah, it was a mistake. I'm sorry. It was a mistake that they did not sign Aaron Rodgers. It was right there. They have a complete team. Think about how he's been playing compared to what they've been dealing with.
yeah. And now Aaron Jones is on IR with the hamstring. They have TJ Hawkinson. Like, get him involved. He's healthy. Like, throw him the ball more. Justin Jefferson needs the ball more. You need to figure it out. Like, there's no reason. There hasn't been a single quarterback under Kevin O'Connell that has not thrown for more than 4,000 yards since he's arrived there.
JJ McCarthy is going to be that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like he might be that one.
He is going to be the one.
Which is wild.
It took him 3 quarters in the game against the Bears to finally spark alive. It did not happen at all in this game. He just looks bad. And I mean, I watched both of these games because
he looks like he doesn't belong.
He was my fantasy quarterback. And
terrible.
Boy, did that change. Boy, did that change. I will no longer be starting him over Jordan Love.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think you should do that.
No, that's bad for your health.
I don't think you should do that.
So, yeah, JJ McCarthy did not look like a credible starting quarterback. And I mean, he has flashes. Like I like what he could do. He can make plays extended on his leg, but is that offensive line without Christian Darrisaw just trash? Because it just looks like he's not able to make any reads or have
They
time to make
they
it.
play against a lot of good pass rushers, and yeah, they need him. He's integral. He's key for their offensive line.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
all pro caliber.
without him, it was like he was the pocket collapsed and
Yeah, it's terrible.
good luck for any quarterback to make those reads and plays without an offensive line, let alone a rookie quarterback doing it for the first time.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to the Monday night doubleheader, then we'll make our picks, and then we'll wrap it all up. Bucks Texans. Is there a better match made in heaven than Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFL right now?
It's great.
I mean,
Love, love,
he's been perfect for them.
no,
Yeah,
He's
no.
led the league in passing touchdowns ever since he got there. And he's had 74 passing touchdowns since signing with the Buccaneers. That's six more than the quarterback in second.
he's
That's
been great.
wild.
He's been
And,
really
and
great.
leads in yards since I think it's 2000.
Like 2023,
Yeah,
right? 2023 was
Yeah,
his first year.
I was telling my fiance that night when we were watching the game, I was like, I'm jealous. I was like, this guy was not picked first overall. We could have easily picked him, but we would have ruined him. But still, you get jealous when you see a quarterback that you could have easily taken in your draft, and he's lighting the league on fire.
Yeah.
but and you know what? Good for Baker.
Oh yeah, good for him is right.
For
Third team.
escaping Cleveland.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the
Dumpster
Buccaneers
fire.
are 2-0 for the fifth straight year.
And the Texans,
Stink.
the Texan, I mean, that ownership group has got to be losing their patience now with Ryans. I mean,
Well,
you know,
Stroud looks like crap too.
the honeymoon has been over now for quite a while. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make it through the end of the year either.
D'Amico is on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be on the hot seat. That offense looks unprepared. And we know what Stroud can do. Is it his regression? Is it this coaching staff? Like, I don't know what it is, but he does not look like anything like he did his rookie year.
It seems like the coaching staff is failing him. It seems like he's regressed each year.
Yeah. Looks like he's regressing. And that's a problem. And
Yep.
the Texans are 0-2 because of it.
Yep, they're a bad team.
Next, Chargers Raiders. And I correctly picked the Chargers along with Dan because we know football. And when you have Joe Walt anchoring your offensive line, which, by the way, Matt Crosby did not rush against. So I'll be taking that beer next time I see you, Pete.
We know
Geno Smith so far has not really worked out for the Raiders. Unfortunately, he leads the league in interceptions. They're 1-1. They got the win against the Patriots last week. They had a really tough game against the Chargers. But, when you watch those two teams, like you could tell one is just not there yet. And the Raiders offensive line is not up to par at all. And Justin Herbert is making that leap this year. And he's been playing perfect football. And Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers will win this division. So I'll let the Raider fan kind of take the rest.
we know football. Now I'm angry again.
Good. That's why I did that.
I stayed up until 10 o'clock to watch this game.
What a horrible decision.
All right. One, the NFL needs to
Never do that again.
Could we stop with the double headers on
Yeah,
Monday night? I didn't even make it to halftime of the second game.
yeah. Just that alone needs to go. Number two, 10:05, Geno Smith is throwing his first pass of the game. Bam, interception.
Oof.
Right there, I was like, well, it's going to be this kind of game. Um, yeah, we have no offensive line. Our number one offensive lineman, Jackson Powers Johnson, was out with a concussion, did not play. They've been moving him between guard and center. He played center all last year. He should play center this year for whatever reason. Pete Carroll has it in his head that he's a guard, not a center. I don't agree with that. Ashton Genty has zero time to do anything with the ball. When you're starting -5 yards back, when you're handing the ball and your offensive lineman is right in your face, it's almost impossible to make anything positive out of that. He did rip off a couple runs where he punished people. However, the other side of that is you were top 5 draft pick. You need to be able to pass protect in this league to be on the field as a 3-down back. If that's what you're saying today, he said, I need more touches. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. He only had 11 carries, I believe, in this last game. That needs to double. He needs to be touching the ball on runs, on
Times a game.
at least 25 times a game. However, the film I hope they show of him and just missing blocking assignments and then just like wandering around like he's a lost child in the mall looking for his mother, unacceptable. Like I
Oh my God.
screaming at my television to put a hand on somebody, do something. Geno Smith's fighting for his life. That's why he leads the league in interceptions, because he's fighting for his life. Brock Bowers, not 100%, didn't play a majority of the snaps. He played on third down a lot, and you didn't get the full Brock Bowers experience. I feel like if Jackson Powers Johnson played in that game, it would have been a little different.
I don't think so.
I do.
I think the Chargers are very
Chargers are very good. I just fuck the Chargers. Um, yeah, that was my takeaway with Ashton Genty. He needs more touches, but in order to get more touches, you need to earn more touches, and pass protect is the way that you earn those touches.
Yeah, if he's not doing that, I'm sure Pete Carroll's not just going to allow him to, think that he can.
And then there was another play where it was supposed to be a handoff. Geno turns
Oh, I remember that. That was ugly.
turns to hand the ball to the left.
Genty's on the right.
Genty's on the right and looking lost. Like, bro, you need to study your playbook, watch the film, be that guy. You ran for 2,600 yards in college against Kmart greeters because they weren't even Walmart greeters. Like,
Daniel.
this is the NFL. This is not Boise State.
Yeah.
Tell them.
And back to what I said about Cam Scattaboo, he pass protects.
Yeah.
Oh, you damn right he does.
Like,
That's how a white man do it right there. Every time he touches the ball, I just think of the longest yard with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's all I think about whenever he runs the ball.
Yeah, he's about as fast as him too.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
why it's amazing.
Stone Cold with double knee replacements.
Yeah,
Uh,
with fake
And
knees.
his knee pads, his big knee pads.
oh God.
Such
uh,
a crazy movie.
Jacoby Myers is extend that man.
Yes.
Extend that man. But you know what?
He doesn't want to be there, I thought. Didn't he ask for a trade?
Yes.
He will play for whatever team he's on, he said. So he just wants more money. Pay him the money. Pay him the money.
He's good.
Might as well.
And then send Gino and some draft picks over to Cincinnati and go get Joe Burrow,
You need an
baby.
offensive line. You might
Well,
want to think about that. Get a line and then trade for Joe Burrow.
whatever. Do it. I don't care what order you do it. Do it.
You want Joe Burrow to be alive to continue playing quarterback on your team. That would be the idea.
Our line, all right. As bad as our line was, it's still better than Cincinnati's.
So, well, that's true. I mean,
Well, yeah, they're the
And
worst O line.
the Raiders, their defense wasn't atrocious.
No, Raiders defense is decent.
So
it's okay. That's good.
it's good. And you know what? Keep Tom Brady up there, just talking to everybody. Just
They're
everyone.
not going to need to worry about it, Pete, if they keep playing the way that they are with, Mr. Gino.
Oh Lord.
Nobody's going to be that afraid to talk to Tom, actually.
Good. Give them all the secrets. Let them in every meeting. We need it. But
Yeah, that's going over well in NFL circles currently.
It's getting to the point where I just don't even think people care anymore. I
Yeah.
really don't.
it's only a story because it's Tom Brady.
Exactly. It was a story last year for a minute, and I agreed that he shouldn't be able to do it. Now I just think I don't care, and I don't think anybody cares.
Fair. That's a fair statement. All right, we'll get to our picks and then we'll wrap this up for this evening. Thursday night football, Dolphins Bills in Buffalo. I'm picking the Bills. I don't think Mike McDaniel survives this game. So going with the Bills in my blowout of the
Blowout of the week. Oh, yeah. Oh, double blowout right there. Double blowout. Triple blowout.
Ooh, triple.
Triple blowout.
Is it
I've,
Rays? Is it
I've
Rays?
got the Bills negative 12 and a half.
Wow. 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 Negative 12 and a half. Mr. Raymond Tremor also has the Bills giving 11 and a half points.
Maybe the line moved.
You know what? I'm moving the line. I'm giving 14 and a half points. Um, 14 and a half. Take the bet right now.
It's still a division game.
It very easily could be a close game.
14 and a half points. My fantasy player of the week is Josh Allen.
All right.
5 touchdowns.
All right, so that was pretty much a family pick.
Yep.
Next, Bengals Vikings. This game features Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz starting for his sixth team in 6 seasons. The ultimate journeyman has completed his life cycle as an ultimate journeyman. To echo Raymond's thoughts on the Bengals, Zack Taylor's atrocious. The Bengals are atrocious. Defense is atrocious. I trust Kevin O'Connell more with a backup quarterback than I do with Zack Taylor and his backup quarterback.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the Vikings in Carson Wentz's purple and gold debut.
I'm piggybacking that. Give me the Vikings. This is also going to be Jordan Mason's coming out party this year.
Boom. Book it.
What does Ray have?
Raymond has Vikings getting 2.5 points.
The Vikings are giving 3 in my
Given, yeah, he hasn't given 2.5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it must be given.
I don't know what sports book he's using, but it must be terrible. Next, Texans Jaguars division game. This was honestly kind of tough to pick, but I'm going to take the Jaguars at home here, mainly because I just haven't seen any kind of offensive production from the Texans be any good. I think Jacksonville has more talent with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. Um, but I think this is probably just going to be a stinker. And I think the Jaguars just are a little less stinky than the Houston Texans right now.
Yeah, I don't really think that either team is any good. So, I mean, you could call this a coin flip. I'm taking the Texans because they're getting 2 points in this game.
I'm gonna take the Jags because Cam Little is a better kicker than than who Fairbairn, I think, is.
Miami
Fairbairn, he's
Fairbairn.
okay.
He's been
He's
there
not
for
the
a hot
worst.
minute.
He's been there for a few cups of coffee, but Cam Little can kick the ball 80 yards, so I'm gonna go with the Jag. Ray's got the Texans getting 1.5 points.
All right, first one that we're split on. Next is the Colts Titans. I'm going to take the Colts. I think they're the better team than the Titans. Titans just not good. Colts are better. Danny Jones moves to 3-0, and there you have it.
Yep, give me the Colts, giving 4.5 points.
Ray is taking the Titans getting the points,
Hmm.
getting 4.5.
Apple.
I am
He
gonna
just
go.
hates Daniel Jones. That's what
Yeah,
that.
He
that's what that is.
he does
Exactly.
Daniel Jones. If Cam Ward was gonna win his first game, it would be, I think, a divisional game like this. I think it'll be closely contested. Uh,
Fair enough.
my
See that.
my head says Indianapolis, but my heart says Tennessee. If that means anything, I Cam Ward gets his first win as a quarterback.
Oh, he's coming. All right, he's saying it. Upset.
He's saying it. He's saying it. Next is Raiders versus Commanders. Possibly no Jaden Daniels for this game, so I'm gonna take the Raiders because I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for Washington
Yeah,
currently.
yeah. I don't think Daniels is playing. So
Marcus
it,
Mariota is the backup quarterback
Oh
for
God, give me the
your
Raiders.
yeah.
Washington Commanders. My upset pick of the week, the Raiders.
Are
Get
they are they really not favored without the
No,
Raiders for the underdog?
the Redskins are giving 3.5 points.
Oh my God.
so I will take the Raiders
I'll
money.
take the Raiders, but it's not my upset of the week, even though it technically is one.
I'm taking the Raiders money line. Give it to me.
And Ray is taking the Commanders, giving 3.5.
What a
Fuck you, Ray. How about that?
he's picked against the Raiders, Pete, 2 out of 3 times this year.
He's a piece of shit.
I picked against the Raiders 2 out of 3 times this year.
And
I
you're a
didn't.
piece of shit too.
I didn't.
I was waiting for it.
I picked him twice.
That's all right. I haven't picked the Jets once.
That's
I did. That was a really huge mistake. It will
And,
not happen again.
and
I haven't picked my team either, so it's okay.
I promise it will not happen again.
Next is Rams Eagles rematch of the NFC divisional game. I'm gonna go with the Eagles at home. I just think they control the line of scrimmage. They control the game. I think this will be close. Very well could see the Rams getting the win because the Rams are still a really good team. But Saquon and Jalen Hurts, they keep that tempo slow, keep Matt Stafford off the field, and I'm going to take the Eagles in a close one.
Nope. This is a trap game. Rams win. They are going to channel that energy that they had against them in the playoffs, and they're going to, instead of choke at the end of the game, pull it out and claim victory and position themselves actually really well in going forward in the NFC playoff picture.
because Jalen Hurts is such a great quarterback and he is a top dog. He's not going to let the Eagles lose this, Dan. Come on now.
Listen, even the best quarterbacks lose. It happens. This is only going to be one of a handful of games that the Eagles lose all year.
They're not
The
losing
NFC is terrible.
because Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell are going to shut
No.
down Devontae Adams.
Oh,
All right,
stop
now,
it.
all right, let's
Oh,
all
stop it.
right.
They're not that good, a quarterback duo. They
They're
really
really,
are.
they're really not.
Shut down Devontae Adams.
No.
Puka Nakua can have all the yards and catches he wants. Devontae Adams is doing nothing because Devontae Adams is a bigger piece of shit than you and Ray are. How about
We don't have any bias that shows through when we're doing this at all. Ever.
what bias?
What bias, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's so funny. What does Ray have?
Who cares what Ray has? Ray. Oh my God. Ray has the Eagles. Get to 3.5.
All right, next is Falcons versus Panthers. I'm going to take the Falcons easily. The Panthers are helpless with Bryce Young, a quarterback, just helpless.
You know what? I'm sorry, but as strong as the Falcons look at times, I don't think that they're a very well coached team. So I see inconsistencies happening. This is a divisional game. The Panthers are getting 5.5 points. Give me the points.
Okay. Fair enough on the points. Falcons are still going to win this game. Bijan Robinson is my second fantasy player of the week because he is a dog. There's nothing that he can't do on the field. He's electric.
Yeah, he's great. He is truly a great player. He finally looks like the player he looked like in Texas.
Yeah, he is an HEB special player. Love to see it. Yeah, I'm going Falcons, and Mr. Ray has the Falcons giving 5.5 puntos to the Meow Panthers.
Next is Steelers, Patriots in Foxborough. I'm gonna take the Steelers here. I just don't see the Patriots are just not ready yet. Mike Vrabel has a lot of work to do there still. They need a lot more pieces. Drake May looks solid though, and that's a really positive building block. But I think the Steelers pull out a win here.
Trap game special number 2. Patriots, I mean, I don't know how they aren't getting more points in this game because they probably should be a bigger underdog even at home. But I can see them just scraping out a win by a field goal in a really tight game at home.
Listen, Zach, your words. Steelers aren't a great team. Patriots aren't a great team. And at home, I will take the Patriots on this one. Mr. Ray has the Patriots getting 1.5 points.
Oh, that's what I had, 1.5 points.
So, yeah, this is a very winnable game.
Yep.
Next, Packers versus Browns. I'm picking the Packers.
Yep. Packers giving 7.5.
Ray has them giving 7.5. Man, Packers going to the Super Bowl, baby.
They're going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, what?
They're going to win.
You heard it here first?
You heard it here first. The Packers are going to win the Super Bowl. I predicted it before the season started. I wrote it down on our whiteboard.
Oh my God. You wrote it down on the whiteboard?
I wrote it down on the whiteboard. Alicia
picked the fucking Super Bowl sweats over here right now. You heard it first right there. Packers Super Bowl dub.
Next, Jets versus Bucks. I'm going to go with the Bucks. Tyrod Taylor starting this game for the Jets with Justin Fields nursing a concussion. Baker Mayfield and the boys are just filled with dogs. I'm going to take Tampa Bay.
Yeah, if the Bucks were giving 14 and a half points, I would take them. They're giving 6.5. So that's an easy pick for me.
Yeah, definitely got to go with the Bucks on this, hands down. Mr. Ray, he's also
Bucks.
it's got to be the Bucks.
Gotta be the Bucks.
He's got the Bucks, given 6.5. This is my second blowout of the week right there. And also for those following Mr. Dan, the Green Bay Packers are plus 650 if you want to hammer down that Super Bowl bet right there. $25 will win you a crisp $162. So
Really interesting non-football related stat, but Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers all won their first Super Bowl when they were 27.
how old's Jordan Love?
You guessed it.
Bang, that's it. The Super Bowl sweats. I'm putting 50 on the Packers. Let's double it up right.
Love to see it. Next, Broncos Chargers in Los Angeles. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Broncos. They just look complete. Broncos have been a little inconsistent, especially Bo Nix. I think Justin Herbert continues his trail for MVP, and I think the Chargers take the win.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are a better team. I think the Broncos are a undisciplined team, making a lot of mistakes, penalties, turnovers, and I'm not really sure if it's going to come together sooner or later or what's going on there because I mean that coach had been out of the game for a while, so we'll see about Mr. Sean Payton. But yeah, I'm taking the Chargers, given 3.5 or given 3. Pardon me.
Yeah, Ray's got the Chargers given 2.5. And what I have is a big to both of those teams. It ends in a tie.
God.
It's tie predicted on the program.
You heard it first right here. If you want to hammer down another bet, put it down as a tie.
Good Lord.
That was good, Pete.
I'll never pick either of them. No bias.
What does Ray have for that one?
He had the Chargers giving, what did I say, 2.5?
2.5, yeah.
Next, Saints versus Seahawks. Like I said in the beginning of the year, well, you know what? I broke my own rule because I picked the Saints last week, but I'm not picking them this week. I'm picking the Seahawks in Seattle. There's just no way that Spencer Rattler and whoever else is on that team is going to go into Seattle and beat the Seahawks.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my third blowout of the week. Seahawks giving 7.5 points.
Yeah, I will. Ray's given 7 points with the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks money line. It's a done deal.
Ray's taking Seahawks too?
Given 7.
Given 7. Next, Cowboys Bears. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I think the Bears defense is no bueno, and the Cowboys offense can still produce a lot of points, even though I think this will be a shootout because the Cowboys defense is also not good. But I like Dak better than I like Caleb Williams. So I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Yep, that's exactly my pick. I've got the Cowboys giving a point on the road.
Yeah, Ray's got him giving 1.5. And or I'm sorry, no, right there. Cowboys are plus 1.5, so they're getting 1.5, according to Ray's.
Maybe the line moved.
So
Mm.
I
Yeah,
used CBS. CBS Sports is where I got all of my
yeah,
bet.
I don't know. Whatever Ray was using, he had him getting a point and a half, which seems ludicrous to me anyway. So I'm going Cowboys.
okay. Next, Cardinals 49ers. I'm going to go with the 49ers at home, even with Mac Jones probably starting again. I mean, he looked good enough. I don't really think the Cardinals are anything special. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. looks like he's having a better year so far, but he's still not getting the ball enough, in my opinion. You know, he's still only getting 4 to 5 targets a game, and that's ridiculous, in my opinion.
Of quarterback can't see him.
Yeah, because his quarterback is a sock.
Well,
So
quarterback, did you hear the press conference that Mr. Toddler with the dump in his ass running around the field said? He said, well, sometimes he might get 10 targets, and other times he just might get two or three. It's what it is.
yeah, sure. Sure.
Hey,
That's
James.
why that's why Malik Neighbors currently holds the NFL record for targets per game for a wide receiver with a minimum of 25 games played.
As you should with a star wide receiver.
Yes.
Mhm. Malik Neighbors is
Feed
averaging
them the
11.
ball.
Marvin Harrison was touted as a generational wide receiver coming out of college.
Right.
Well,
Why'd you draft him if you didn't think he was going to be that? Why aren't you giving him the ball?
turns out that the generational wide receiver was Neighbors.
Yeah,
Yeah, 11 targets
that's
a
kind
game.
of true.
11.2 targets per game to be exact. Talk about volume. Next,
Good value right there.
good value.
Pretty good value. I like it.
HEB.
HEB value.
Next is well, who did Ray have? Who did Ray pick?
We don't care.
Who cares what
The
Ray?
slander.
Ray, we're just fucking with
I hope you're having a great time, Ray.
you. Ray has the 49ers getting 2.5 points.
Okay.
I
So
have the Cardinals because they usually play the 49ers really tough in divisional games. I have the Cardinals getting 2.5 points.
I'm going to take the 49ers on this one. Christian McCaffrey game.
no.
Dog's got to eat. Oh,
Connor Benson.
Oh,
Let's go.
next, Chiefs Giants Sunday Night Football. Both these teams 0-2. Both these teams looking for a win. Tay will be in attendance in MetLife, New York City on the horizon. Russell Wilson returns to the stadium that he won the Super Bowl in. The Kansas City Chiefs have never beaten the New York Football Giants at home. How about that stat? The NFL will not allow the Chiefs to lose this game, but Russell Wilson has God on his side. This is my upset of the week. Sends the Chiefs to 0-3. The Chiefs defense will be tired by the mid third quarter.
Wow.
Russell Wilson with another 300 yards and 3 touchdown game. Malik Neighbors with two of them. 30-24.
Okay.
Brian Burns, currently second in the league in sacks. The only defensive player really showing up for the Giants besides Drew Phillips as well. Multiple sacks. Dexter Lawrence finally has a game. Abdul Carter finally gets another sack. It's just going to be a nightmare for Patrick Mahomes on national television.
I agree. I'm taking the Giants with the upset as well. Another upset special right now because Russie can still cook just a little bit grease left on on the stove. Because guess what? Giants country. Let's stomp. Fee fi fo fum.
And Ray's pick before I give mine.
He's definitely not picking the Giants.
Ray has on here that he has again separated himself from Giants culture He wants nothing to do with the New York Football Giants. Will never pick them again a day in his life.
Oh Lord.
I just made all of that up, but I'm sure he feels it. Giving 6.5, he has your Kansas City Chiefs winning on the road in MetLife when the lights are kind of the brightest.
No, I mean, I want to switch my pick and take the Giants. I want to do you because you guys did that last week, even though it was really not a good pick.
I did do that.
I didn't switch my pick.
I did switch.
I didn't switch my pick once.
Oh, you had actually initially said that you thought that you were going to take the Jets, and then you took the Bills, right?
Yeah, but the Bills were my first pick.
The Bills were your first pick.
Yeah, I didn't reverse my pick.
I reversed my pick.
Yeah, you did.
I was wrong about a lot of picks last
Listen,
All right, I'm going to reverse my pick. I'm going to go with the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants getting 6 points. I was going to take the Chiefs giving 6 points. I will take the Giants getting 6 points.
Giants cover the spread.
Those that are following this podcast right now, drain your bank account, hammer down the Chiefs money line as we speak. Put down Patrick Mahomes, 350, 4 tuds.
Yep. If your house is paid off, take out a mortgage and put it on Chiefs money line.
Listen, I would not be surprised if the Chiefs manhandled the Giants, and that would not be surprised if Patrick Mahomes just has no one to throw the ball to, and Big Rusty cooks them.
If you have equity in your home, take out a home equity line of credit quickly, hammer it down.
When that first sack of Abdul Carter and Patrick Mahomes on the big screen, and he does the Darth Vader,
and then the referee throws the yellow laundry up in the air for roughing the passer.
When he spies him and Patrick Mahomes breaks his ankles on a rush for a first down late in the game.
Oh my God.
Well, that'll probably happen again.
That's what's about to happen, don't you? You already know it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he'll have one sack, and then he'll go back to being a spy.
Look for a Patrick Mahomes, like one of those. It's like he's going to have like one of those crazy passes in this game, like a behind the backer, or like I'm floating sideways completely like the Matrix, and it's going to be like an underarm volleyball type fucking spike pass or something. It's going to be one of those.
Or he's just going to throw the ball over the head of the Giants' defensive backs, who just aren't very good.
I want to see Travis Kelce cry so bad. That's why I think Big
Again?
Yes. It's like crack watching it. Because I'm so sick and tired of him on my television screen with
I don't you know what? He, like I said to Dano before, he's playing with a little bit more purpose than he did at all last year.
Yeah. Say that.
He's poop.
He's a top 5 tight end.
He's a top 5 tight end by default because they don't exist anymore.
There's not much for them to do offensively
either. Not anymore.
35?
He's 37.
Okay, yeah. Kudos to that man.
My game of the week, Monday Night Football, Lions-Ravens in Baltimore, national TV, 2 high-powered offenses. I'm going to take the Ravens in 45-43.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens given 4.5 points. I just don't like this matchup at all for the Lions. I think the Ravens are one of those teams that are just going to be too physical for them.
Raymond has the Ravens giving 4.5.
HEB.
That's what I have too.
HEB.
I, however, got to roll with the emotional support team, baby. We are gassed up. We're riding a 50-point banger. We're going into friggin' Baltimore and we're slinging. We are slinging. Jameer Gibbs is running. It's going to be a crazy game. Game of the week.
Should be a good game.
My fantasy player of the week, since you
40
guys are
41 Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions. Since you guys named your fantasy player of the week, my fantasy player of the week is James Cook. Gonna have multiple touchdowns against the Dolphins. And my sleeper fantasy pick of the week, Wandale Robinson.
My fantasy player of the week is Jordan Mason, 3 touchdowns.
That that could be a sleeper fantasy pick of the week as well.
Pretty good.
I slammed off my fantasy players of the week. We'll give Ray's real quick. Ray's fantasy player of the week is Cam Ward.
Ew.
Really?
Really?
He's suspended. He's suspended from
Is he being serious?
I don't know.
Cam Ward isn't on anybody's roster.
Well,
Team league.
It's his fantasy player of the week.
He's suspended.
My upset player of the week. Right here, right now.
Hello?
Don't keep everybody waiting too long, Pete. I mean,
Likely,
Isaiah Likely.
Is he healthy?
if he plays.
Oh, Lord. If he plays, he goes. If he plays.
You don't get any more sleeper than that.
Uh, anyway.
Should have just picked Michael Mayer.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just do Michael Mayer.
Fine. You know what? My fantasy player sleeper of the week is Marquise Hollywood Brown. It's going to torch the Giants.
Good. Thank you all very much for listening, watching, listening, liking, commenting, all those good things.
Subscribe. Ray needs hair.
And the nipple ring.
And a nipple ring. Dan, thank you so much for popping on.
Welcome back, Dan.
Welcome back, the Dadimal.
It's always good to be on. It
Looking
is.
fresh, too.
Thank you.
Fresh. So, with that being said, thank you all very much and have a good weekend of foosball watching.
Peace.